grade 12s. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today we'll be looking at June 2022 supplementary exam. Question 4 analytical geometry will be dealing with a circle. It says that in the diagram, the circle centered at M, A, and B is drawn T and R 6:0 are the x-intercepts of the circle. A tangent is drawn to the circle at K 5:7. 4.1. 4.1, it says that M is the point on the line y is equals to x plus 1. M is the point on this line, x plus 1. So 4.1.1, they now ask us to do what? To write B in terms of A. It's very simple. We know that point M, which is A, is to B. We know that this represents your x, this represents your y. So in the equation, we just have to replace y by b is equals to x, replace x by a plus 1. That is your answer, 4.1.2. Calculate the coordinate of M. If you look at the coordinate of M there, we have a circle with these points, with the center, and we have center to K. We also have center to R. And we know that from this center to K, or the distance from center to K and from center to R is the same, because we are talking about the radius of a circle here. So what we need to do, we are just going to use the distance equation to say that mk squared is equals to mr squared. We know that the distance of these 2 points are equal or is the same because we are dealing with what? The radius here. So what you need to do, we just have to use the distance equation. We know that we are going to have xk minus xm squared plus yk minus ym squared, which is equals to what? Which is equals to xr minus xm squared plus yr minus ym squared. So let's substitute this with the given points. If you look at M, we are having A and B. K, we are having 5:7. 5:7. Then R, we are having 6:0. We are going to use these points. So xk, if you look at the value of x at k, is 5 minus a squared plus 7 minus b squared is equals to x at r is 6 minus a squared plus 0 minus y at m. Y at m is b. So we are going to have something like this. We're having something like this, and we already know that b is the same as a plus 1. So we are going to substitute b by what? A plus 1. Let's go and trace b. 5 minus a squared plus 7 minus, instead of writing b here, we're going to have what? A plus 1 squared is equals to 6 minus a squared plus 0 minus a plus 1 squared. We replaced each and every b by a plus 1. Then from here we can try to simplify this and check our solutions. Let's try to simplify this. We're going to have 5 minus a squared plus 6 minus a squared is equals to 6 minus a squared plus a plus 1 squared. We can have something like this. Then again, from here, we can deal with mathematics. If you look at these brackets and this, they are exactly the same. So we can try to eliminate that. And then we're going to remain with 25 minus 10a plus a squared is equals to a squared plus 2a plus 1. Again, if you check this and this, they can cancel each other. Then we're going to remain with minus 10a minus 2a is equals to 1 minus 25. Then use a calculator. You're going to say minus 10 minus 2. You have minus 12a is equals to, then the other side we are going to have 1 minus 25 is equals to negative 24. Let's divide everything by negative 12. We're going to get a is going to be positive 2. That is the value of a, positive 2. Then from here, for you to find b, you just have to say substitute a by 2. You find that b is equals to 3. Therefore, m is equals to 2 is to 3. We know the center of the circle now. The center of the circle is 2 is to 3. So this is how we answer that question. It was easy, 5 marks. I believe you are following and understanding what we are doing here. Let's move to the next question, which is 4.2. Let's look at 4.2. How wonderful is this question? If the coordinate of m are 2 is to 3, calculate the length of, they say 4.2.1. Calculate the length of what? The radius. Don't forget, we know that the radius is the distance from the center to the point. Distance from the center to the point. So we already know that the center M is 2, is to 3. And we have a point there. If you look, we have point K, we also have point R. You can select any point of your choice. So because it's me, I will select R, which is 6 is to 0. So we are going to use, you can use a distance equation if you want. You can use a distance equation if you want. You're going to get the answer. Or we can use the equation of a circle to say that we know that x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared. Then the center, which is represented by a and b, we already know the point, minus 2 plus y minus 3 is equal to r squared. Then x and y, we are going to replace x and y by the points that we have then. If you look at the point, we know that our x is 6. I'm going to say 6 minus 2 squared plus 0 minus 3 squared is equal to r squared. Then, which is the same as 4 squared plus negative 3 squared is equal to r squared. Then from there, you can just use a calculator to find that answer. It's possible to say 4 squared plus minus 3 squared is 25. 25 is equal to r squared. Then r is going to be 5. Don't forget, we cannot have a negative radius, so our r is going to be 5 there. I believe you are following also. Now let's look at the next question. How wonderful is this question? Now they want us to calculate the coordinate of, to calculate the length of TR. 4.2.2 TR, the length of TR. If you look at TR then, even on the statement, it was said that T and R are the x-intercept of the circle. We already have the coordinate of R. We must only look for the coordinate of T. Let's write down the equation of this circle. We know that the equation of this circle is x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 25. This is the equation of the circle. So let's calculate the x-intercept here. Let's say x-intercept let y to be equal to 0. Then we're going to have x minus 2 squared plus 0 minus 3 squared is equal to 25. Then from here, obviously, we are going to have what? X squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to, okay, let's just say not is equal to plus 9. Plus 9 is equal to 25. Then x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus 9 minus 25 is equal to 0. Let's simplify. Let's simplify this to have 4 plus 9 minus 25. It's negative 12. Negative 12 is equal to 0. Then obviously we are going to factorize this by 2 brackets. X 6 and 2 negative and plus x is going to be negative 2 or x is going to be positive 6. So we know that the distance from O, we know that OT is 2 units and OR is 6 units. Therefore, TR is going to be 2 plus 6, which is equal to 8 units. 8 units. We are done with question 4.2.2. Let's move to 4.3. 4.3. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and to comment on this video. 4.3. Determine the equation of the tangent to the circle at K. Write your answer in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So if you check, we're having a circle with a radius which is perpendicular to this K. We are having K here, which is this point, and we also have the points of the center of circle, which is M. So if you check carefully, you can tell that the line from, or the line MK is perpendicular to this tangent. And for that reason, it means that whenever we multiply the two gradients, we must get -1. And looking at the tangent, we have nothing. We only have 1 point. And it is very much impossible to calculate the gradient when we are having 1 point. But looking at this point, at the radius, we have point M and point K. So we can calculate the gradient here. After finding the gradient, we know that the gradient of this line and the gradient of the tangent must give us -1. So let's do that. We must not forget that M is 2:3. M is 2:3, and K is 5:7. So let's calculate the gradient of that line. Gradient of MK is going to be YK minus YM divided by XK minus XM. YK 7 minus 3 over 5 minus 2. Get the answer. The answer is going to be 7 minus 3, 5 minus 2 is 4/3. The gradient is 4/3. Then now we are going to say the gradient of a normal multiplied by the gradient of a radius must be equals to -1. What do I mean by normal? I'm talking about the tangent. Let's not use the normal. The gradient of a tangent. Gradient of tangent multiplied by the gradient of radius must give you -1. And we know that the gradient of a tangent is what we are looking for. Gradient of tangent multiplied by gradient of radius, which is 4/3, must give us what? -1. So obviously the gradient of a tangent is going to be -3/4. So we have, therefore, we know y is equals to -3/4x plus c. So if you look at a point on the tangent, we find that that point on the tangent is point K. And we know the value of x and the value of y at that point. So let's replace x and y by those points to find the value of c. So we are going to replace y by 7 is equals to -3/4x. Our x is 5 here, plus c. Then simplifying this, we can simplify this using a calculator. You'll end up having c, or let me just do it with you. -3/4 multiplied by 5. Our answer is -15/4. -15/4 plus c. So because we are looking for c, we are going to transpose this to the other side. We are now going to have 7 plus 15 over 4, which is 43 over 4. 43 over 4. Then the equation of the tangent is going to be y is equals to negative 3 over 4x plus 43 over 4. That is 4.3. That is 4.3. And then we move to 4.4. This question paper was so easy because everything is easy here. I don't see anything difficult. Let's look at this one, 4.4. The horizontal line. Now they are saying the horizontal line is this line, is horizontal. The horizontal line is drawn as a tangent to the circle M at the point N, which is C and D, where D is negative number. So obviously, good people, we have this circle somewhere here. Let me just try to draw it here. We have a circle in some, it looks like this circle. They are saying that we are having a horizontal line, and horizontal line, I told you that is this line. And if you look at this circle, our tangent could be only be here or there when we talk about the horizontal line. But they are guided us to say that our gradient must, the value of v is going to be negative, and d is the y value. So for that reason, we know that our tangent is going to be here, because they said d is less than 0, is negative. And not to forget, we have point M somewhere here, and the radius is always perpendicular to what? To the tangent. You must not forget that. It's very important, because if we say this line is perpendicular to this line, we know that they are sharing what? The x value. It means that the x value at the center of this circle is the very same x value at n. They said it's n, eh? Yeah, at n. So that's how we are going to find the value of c at n. So c at n is going to be what? 2. Why? Because m here, if you look at m, we're having 2 is to what? 3. And we're saying this line and this line, they are perpendicular. It means that this line is a vertically straight line. So for that reason, all the points here on this line, they are sharing the same x values. We are having c as our 2. So now we must look at what? At our d. If you look at our d, it's so simple, because we already know our radius. We know that the distance from the center to any point on the circumference is 5 units. Distance from the center to any point on the center is 5 units, because we have calculated our radius to be equals to 5. So we just have to count from 3. We move 3 units down. We move 5 units down from 3, because now we are dealing with the y values. So if the value of y at m is 3, we just have to move 3 units down. We know that we're going to move from 3 to negative 3 to 2 to 1 to 0 to 2. So we know that even our d is going to be negative 2, because you move from 3. If you move from 3, you move 5 units. We're going to have 5 units, which is 1, 2, 3, 3 at 0. Don't forget, 3 is going to be at 0. Then we have negative 1, negative 1, negative 2. So here we are going to have negative 2, because we are going to move 3 units. It's like, let's say we are having 3 here. We move 3 units from 3. We're going to say 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. We have moved 5 units. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. we have moved 5 units. So our D is going to be negative 2. So therefore, we know that the value of N is 2 is to negative 2. So simple. Then 4.1.2. If you look at 4.1.2, they say determine the equation of a circle centered N and passing through T. Write your answer in the form of that equation of a circle. So this one is also easy. What you need to do is to understand that this circle centered N, which is 2 is to negative 2, it will also pass where? It also pass T. It will also pass T, and we know that the value of T is what? We said is negative 2 is to 0. We calculated it. So the only thing that we need to do is to take these two equations and find or to calculate the radius. We're going to use these two equations to calculate the radius because we already know the center. The center is N, which is 2 is to negative 2. So we're going to say x minus 2 squared plus y plus 2 squared is equals to r squared. Then the x and y, we're going to replace them by this. X minus 2 squared plus 0 plus 2 squared is equals to r squared. Then from here, we can use a calculator here. We are going to say minus 2 squared plus 0 plus 2 squared. The answer is 20. So we know that 20 is going to be our r squared. So the center of the circle is going to be x minus 2 squared plus y plus 2 squared is equals to 20. This is the end of our answering. It's 20 marks. I believe this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment if you have questions. I'll see you in the next video.